Breaking news, the massive explosion and fire at a lumber mill in Maine. Authorities declaring a mass casualty incident.
There's been a huge explosion. The silo just exploded.
At least one firefighter killed, at least 10 more people injured. The chaotic scene, overwhelming resources. Late details just coming in. The powerful weather system fueling out-of-control wildfires and triggering a multi-day severe weather outbreak across the heartland. Strong storms, damaging winds, large hail, and possible tornadoes spanning at least 5 days. Our weather team tracking it all. Also breaking tonight, the emergency landing and evacuation at the airport in Kansas City. A suspect charged with coordinating 20 attacks on American and Jewish targets around the world in just 3 months. A stabbing in London, an attempted arson at an American bank in the Netherlands. Prosecutors accusing him of other plots in California, Arizona, and New York. President Trump returning home from China, where he was treated with pomp and ceremony, speaking at length about talks with President Xi, but with critical issues like the war in Iran, trade, and the future of Taiwan. Questions tonight about what the summit achieved. Sources tell ABC News that President Trump may drop his $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS in exchange for a nearly $2 billion fund to compensate allies who claim they were wrongfully targeted by the Biden administration. Democrats calling it a political slush fund. The moment a small plane crashed into an Ohio home, igniting a fireball. The family racing to escape the house. The police chase ending in a rollover crash, a little boy climbing out of the wreckage. Afterward, the officer furious with the mom. Wayward Waymos, the robo-taxis circling a residential cul-de-sac with no passengers inside. What happened when neighbors tried to slow them down? And the firefighter who helped deliver a baby 22 years ago, now traveling 600 miles to attend her graduation. America Strong.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Wade Johnson in for David as he travels back from China. And we begin with breaking news. A massive explosion and fire at a lumber company in Maine, triggering a mass casualty incident and now turning deadly. The company in Searsmont, Maine, a remote area about 90 minutes northeast of Portland. At least one firefighter killed, at least 10 more people injured. The smoke seen for miles. Every fire company in the county rushing to the scene. ABC's Stephanie Ramos leads us off with details just coming in.
Tonight, an apocalyptic scene after a catastrophic explosion and fire ripped through a lumber company in Maine. Late today, authorities confirming a firefighter was killed, 10 more people injured, several in critical condition.
There's been a huge explosion. The silo just exploded. Multiple firefighters injured and burning. We need some help here now immediately.
Dramatic drone video showing fierce flames ripping through Robbins Lumber Mill in Searsmont, about 90 minutes northeast of Portland. The roof of a large building collapsing. Firefighters pouring water on the smoldering wreckage.
Need to treat this as a mass casualty incident.
Authorities sending every fire department in the county to the scene shortly after 10 a.m. At least 3 fire trucks destroyed.
I walked up to this very chaotic scene initially because of the magnitude of the fire involvement and the amount of sheer buildings that were on fire, faced with the limited resources the fire departments had.
Tonight, the owners of the company, which was founded in the late 1800s, devastated.
A hugely devastating day for the family. We feel for the first responders, the family, the employees.
And WIT crews are still on the scene battling hotspots. Investigators are now searching for the cause of that massive explosion. Authorities tonight say the focus is on the families of those injured. WIT.
Just an awful scene. Stephanie Ramos, thank you for that. Next tonight, millions are bracing for a severe weather outbreak expected to last for days. The system spawning critical fire danger across the country. Dozens of new wildfires. This railroad bridge in Texas destroyed. Southern Kansas already getting a taste of what's coming to the heartland. ABC's senior meteorologist Lee Goldberg with the forecast in just a moment. But first, the images tonight.
Tonight, the same system fueling